Hi, good afternoon, Madam Suraya and Dr. Shaharia and all the students.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay, yeah. Today is our third sessions, the last sessions for our technical presentation. Thank you very much, Madam Suraya, to spend your times for our students for the quiz. Okay, technical quiz. So for this afternoon sessions, we are going to proceed with our master students. We have two groups, right? Dr. Sahara, may I right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
have two groups.
Yeah. One is from Outreach. The other one is from the Recursive Studios. So just wondering, are all the students here, the Recursive as well as the Outreach students?
Okay, can we wait for another 2 or 3 minutes because just now
Okay.
early morning we have a quiz session, so perhaps
I
students,
see, I see.
yeah, might because we
Not
just
ready
finished
yet.
yeah. Uh,
Okay, okay, sure, no
yeah,
problem.
okay, yes.
Dr. Shah, I think I let you to handle this session. Is it fine?
Yeah,
I
okay, fine.
just come in and initiates the sessions. Yeah, it's a introduction sessions between you and
Students.
Madam Suraya.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Let me just check with the students whether they are ready. Just hang on now. Okay, I think I can see all my students is in the room already. I think we can start the sessions, yeah? Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. So we are very delightful to have our expert technical panel with us. Madam Suraya Johari, yeah, the Technical and Design Manager from NSB Lysaght Malaysia, who will give us the insight feedback on the proposed project. So with us today for presentations are the students from Master of Architecture program, which under the subject of outreach program and a Recursive studio, which lead by the coordinator of Mr. Azari. And then, so for the presentation, we'll begin with the outreach program to present, and then we will proceed with the Recursive studios subjects, yeah. So each student will, each group will present about 10 minutes, yeah, maximum 15 minutes, yeah, and then the questions and answer, yeah, will be at the end of the sessions, which mean that once each of the subject has presented, student has presented all, and then we will start with the questions and answer, yeah. And then just to be reminded, students may also put any questions or any inquiry to the if you all have any questions to ask to our technical panel, Madam Suraya today. And also the attendance list, yeah, link will also be provided after the end of the sessions. Yeah. Okay, without further ado, I think is there any Mr. Azari wants to say anything before we begin our presentation?
If possible, I mean, kalau possible, you can start with one of the group of, and then can we follow with mine because I have to eat at 3. Possible tak?
Okay.
You ada
Really,
4 groups kan, if I'm mistaken?
for my group, I only for outreach group we only have about 2
Yeah.
groups je.
2 groups je. Yeah.
Tapi boleh
So
lah
basically
selang-seling.
total kita ada 3. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
Dr. Farah,
so
do you mind to brief a little bit about the project to Madam Suraya?
okay, sorry for that.
Maybe just verbally. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay, let me just briefly explain what the okay, just hang on here. Okay. I'll share the slide, yeah, just hang on here. I'll open the slide. Okay, sorry for the okay, this is basically the project, the students project. It's about the edutainment play capsules under the outreach program. So basically, students need to come up with the proposal, the edutainment play capsule, which the concept is more on the traditional games. This is to gain back the traditionals and to to sustainability, sustain living, and then to actually the more on towards the traditional concept. Okay, okay, this is basically the timeline of the project. So the week 1 until week 2, the student has to come up with the ideations and design stage, and then week 3 until 4, design details, week 5, construct. But because we have to delay or to extend the construction of the play capsule because of certain circumstances, yeah. So we actually will extend the weeks. So this is actually the preliminary project timeline before. So this is basically the motivation why we need to do the edutainment play capsule. This is actually basically more on towards the not the charity, but more on the giving towards the local community. So the site basically is in Putri Harbour. Putri Harbour is in Iskandar, somewhere is in Iskandar, Johor. So that is roughly about the project. So I think that's about it. I will proceed with the students for further on the project of the outreach. So okay, so I think can we proceed with the students, the first group first?
Okay, Doctor.
All right, great.
The first group is here. Let me share my screen. Is it appearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all friends and lecturers here. So we are the first group to present our proposed design is the Hexacell play capsule, the edutainment. So this is the group member, which is consists of Ismail Wajdi, Feral, Wan Fatin Aimi, Nur Afrika, and me. So next. This is the content of our design. The first is set analysis, and then aim and objective, and then the background study, case study, concept, ideations, and design proposal, and also the construction method. Next is that the site analysis. As the site proposed is located in Putri Harbour, the Pearl of Johor, is well known of waterfront development that located on the southern part of Johor, close to the neighboring of Singapore. And this site, it shows the existing culture on the site, where the jetty, and then there are some yacht boat, and then the existing infrastructure, and then there are also hardscape and open spaces in the site. So it proposed near to Putri Harbour Garden Park, as it has existing pathway and access and a lot of empty spaces. So it is close to Putri Harbour Theme Park. Next. This is the side view, the existing sculpture around Putri Harbour, because the site have been used as they have the art cultures and then the exhibitions of art there. This is the site synthesis. The proposed site is exposed to direct sunlight. So this eventually will cause the children to go out and play there. So in the evening, there are only few children, but the proposed design intention is to enhance the learning and also provide the shade for them, for the users. And a vibrant color being used to attract the visitor, especially the children itself, to come and play. So the aim of this project is to design an edutainment play capsule that serves the community through the concept of traditional game that promotes physical and mental health for the children itself. So the objective is to create an inclusive community through inclusive playgrounds, increase physical activity to have the childhood, to fight the childhood obesity, and then to bring people together and create a sense of belonging. And then the outside activity also help to boost the mood and reduce the stress and increase the happiness. Next, background study. So there are a few of the study, which is on visual, agility, balance, cardiovascular, and coordinations. So the background study have a few benefits, such as cognitive benefits of play. When the kids interact and explore on the playground, and then they get the opportunity to do the problem solving, and they also can practice new language with among them, and then it improves the literacy skills through the imaginative play. And then another benefits of play is the physical. The proposed designs improve focusing on the climbing, jumping, and running. This leads to increase the cardiovascular health and increase the upper and lower body strength. So playgrounds also help them to improve the balance, agility, hand and eye coordinations. The other benefits on social and emotional benefits. So these playgrounds offer opportunities for kids to collaborate and engage with each other. And then the sensory benefits is more than one sense, like sight, hearing, touch. So it helps build the children itself to develop their brain more quickly. So this is the case study taken in Singapore, small coral by Capsule Bay in Singapore. So this small coral is a pentagon shape. The sculpture is made up of pentagon shape. So it allowed the children to climb and slide down to the slide with a cozy corner tucked just below the slide. So the glass panel is sandwiched between the slides, and it creates the transparent and open design blending with the architectural style. So based on that case study, this is another case study taken in Grange Park, Toronto, in Canada. So this was the same as other because it's treasured on urban green space that offer the among built space of Toronto downtown. So it's surrounded by inspiring art institution. And this is the art team destination playground that designed to offer the highest play value and inspire the creativity of the children. So it has become an urban landmark. Next, background study of the color itself. We are using some colors, and this is the study why we are taking blue, yellow, and red as our main color. So blue is present the calmness, and then yellow present happiness and optimism. So it's a cheerful and energetic colors, and then the red colors to represent the passion and energy. So we are also considering the safety for children, because every 3 months about 3,000 incidents have been happen in the playground and occur in Malaysia itself. So children aged from 5 to 9 years old were most usually injured in the playground. And this need to be taken as considerations when we are designing. So this is the recommended safety features. There are height of the equipment, file surfaces. So height of equipment itself, they should not be higher than 8 feet, and the file surfaces should be extend 6 feet around the equipment, especially around the swings and slides. So this to avoid the surfaces made of asphalt, concrete, and grass. So the preferred material to be is made up from sand or wood chips or rubber mat. This is another recommended safety features: the entrapment, protruding bolt and nuts, and then tripping and age-appropriate equipment. So from that, back into our design, the concept is from the traditional games. It comes from Batu Seremban. We know that Batu Seremban is a traditional game in Malaysia itself and known as Selambut. So this game shows the player can be anyone from various family backgrounds. And from this shape of the batu seremban itself, we take it. This is the ideation, the sketch ideations. The idea is from that triangular plane. So we make the triangular shape to irregular polygons, and then we form the hexagonal shape. So the stack of the hexagonal shape based on the activity in each capsule. So this is the ideation. And why we're taking the hexagon shape? Because it allows you to effectively join the volumes between each other and then compactly fill the space. An example of this shape is come from the bee, who built their hives in the form of cells that turn perform their functions. So this is our proposed playground design. The category is for practical playground. The age group targeted from 4 until 12 years old, and the size been mentioned here. The safety area is around 80 meter, and the critical fall height is 1 meter, not more than 1 meter. And maximum user is not more than 20 users in one time. So this is the zoning plan. We have jumping zone and then climbing zone and the sliding and sitting zone. And this is the construction method. We are using the Lysaght Dominion cladding panel for the outer part and the cladding panel for the inner. So mostly our material use is from the steels, the lightweight steels, and it's been joined by the bolt and nut system. So this is the exploded diagrams and the detailed drawings. And this is the hexagon frame dismantle, where we can see all the steel joint in here. Next, still on the detailing of the frame joint detail, how it assemble and reassemble. And this is the front view and the front view of the stock. So this is the site plan. We can see from the above the plan view, there are a few zonings as been mentioned before. And this is the playground flooring made of Prime Play Malaysia. Product name is the Playmate Standard. So the purpose is to protect the children from harmful fall, to prevent the injuries from the of the children from the falls from the play equipment. And the thickness is 25 millimeter, and the size is 500 by 500 millimeter. And we're using the basic color. And then this is the elevations view. We can see all the stack been arranged in accordingly. And this is our 3D view towards the big slide. Big slide. And we can see how the flow of the children itself, where they're climbing, where they slide, and then they're jumping from the above. Another view of the design. Next. This is also the 3D view and climbing zone. So this is our rendered design, where we can see the children's playing there at the site. Next. And these are some views. We can see them enjoying sitting there. So I think that's all from our group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the nice presentations. Okay, we will swap the session with Recursive Studios. So let's welcome Mr. Azhari's or any group. Mr. Azhari, would you like to say anything before we begin the presentations?
Hi. I will be presenting myself the works because I'm taking the role of the project leader for this. Hopefully that's okay. Can I start now? Yeah. Okay. Nampak ya? Sorry. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azari. I'll be presenting the Regulated Aperture Project 2022, which is basically the project that we have developed by design last semester, which ended earlier this year in February 2022. Sorry, it's currently raining in my place, so hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. So I'm under the unit of Sustainable Technologies unit, which consists of 2 studios, and one of the studio is my studio, where we develop the Recursive design studio. We are dealing with skin design, facade design for buildings in order to test their performance against elements such as daylighting, glare, thermal comfort, ventilation, permeability, and so on. So what we're doing every semester is to actually develop the facade of the building. So we try to take inspiration from natural elements. We try to include semantics. We try to things using parametric modeling in order to build to design facade. So it's not just about designing the facade. We need to test it because everybody would be able to design facade. But what we want to do is to not only just design, but to test it out to make sure that it works. So here is one of the example that we're currently using, which is the work of Hanif Mohammed Din, which was submitted last semester. The scope of the project is to actually construct and install a prototype facade module on an actual building. So we study the performance of the prototype, and then the prototype installed can be dismantled or left as a semi-permanent structure in that particular site. The agenda is to appoint project members and then select a public building as a recipient of the installation. We have already submitted that, so we are now in the phase where we need to construct the prototype facade module and then eventually install the prototype facade on site and also study the performance of the prototype. So currently we are between agenda number 2 and number 3. Okay, so the prototype facade module, we came up with 4 different types. So in this particular project, and then we need to test it out. So here are the 4 prototypes: module 1, module 2, 3, and 4. And then we did a simulation for all the facades. We need to test out whether it can perform as we like it to be. We have selected a particular site which is west facing, which is the warmest and the hottest the brightest and the hottest time of the day, which is going to be about 2 to 4 p.m. So we deliberately selected that particular west-facing facade in order to install this, and if you want to test it out, you need to make sure that we can get the appropriate lux, meaning the brightness of the space using the facade. So we have selected the site, which is in Almas, so it's going to be at the penthouse on the, I can't remember, it's 30th floor or something like that. This is Almas in Puteri Harbour. So what the idea is to actually construct this temporary facade there, and then we want to test it out. So we have come up with the details in order to construct. We are going to install this facade at the balcony of that particular penthouse, the building. So you can see on the bottom left, that's the penthouse balcony. So we are going to install the temporarily on that balcony. It can be dismantled. So that's the whole idea, because the client wouldn't like it to be permanent there. It's just for the academic purposes and also to for research. So here is the facade, which is about 6 meters in width and about 2.5 meters tall. and it is going to be on the west-facing facade. We also came up with the detailing because we need to actually estimate the actual cost of this construction, and we have itemized the elements, including alternative, whether we want to use polyester fabric or we would just want to use aluminium, ACP or stuff like that. So we have several options at the moment depending on what kind of material that we get. And then we came up with the detailed drawings in order to, at least if the students can't build it, the plan is to actually get a shop or a tukang to actually build this on site. So we have the detailed drawings, and then we came up with an estimate. So at the moment, including all the transportation costs, materials, manpower, and so on, it's going to be about 8,444.50 cents. So it's about 8,500. So that's the plan. That's the idea. After we secure this and actually build it on site, so at the end of the day, the point is we want, this is a research and this is a research, and we will have some outcome daripada research ni, and then we want to publish. It is also for the industry and academia collaboration, and then we can have a community outreach and engagement because we want to publicize this finding, because of course this can benefit people, and this is also about giving back to the society. And of course this is a prototype, so we are going to submit for intellectual property that probably can be shared with the parties involved, and then hopefully sometime in the future turn it into a marketable product. So basically that's the presentation for my group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Azari. Very informative and a very interesting project. So, okay, without further ado, let's call would like to have the feedback right. Mr. Azari, would you like to have the feedback right now, or
Yes, if possible.
okay, so Madam Safura, would you like to give any insight, feedback from the presentation of Mr. Azari's proposed project just now?
Basically, there's a two presentation, right? So
Yeah,
the group one and
yes,
Mr. Azari's presentation,
yes.
his study. All right.
yeah.
Okay, so I would like to comment first. The first group, which is on the capsule, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I glad that safety is one of the top priorities of your study. But a bit contradict. Okay. When you are using our product, yeah, we are welcome for you to explore our product, but at some limitation. For example, our product, all our materials are thin. Okay, come with very thin thickness. We can have 0.35 mm, 0.45 up to 1.2 mm. So when you are designing the capsule, right, using our material, so perhaps you can consider also how to protect the sharp edges. Okay, because this is for kids. Okay, the target audience is for kids, right? So that is my first comment. And then when you are I think you also need to consider thermal effect also. Okay, the capsule, okay, because I have 6 kids, so I know how they play at the playground. Okay, they would like to be in the capsule, main sorok-sorok. But do you think our metal suitable for them to be in that capsule? Okay, the concern here actually our weather lah. Okay, in fact, if we are using our own material for houses, we have to provide insulation, okay, to reflect the heat and also the sound. So just imagine you are sitting in that capsule and then raining. So how you're going to avoid the noise, okay? So basically, your design, I don't have problem with your design, but the thing is the practicality and on choosing the right materials. Okay, or maybe you can, if you want to use our materials, perhaps maybe you can put some layers, okay, for noise effect and also for heat that can reflect the heat. And then there's you raise your ground floor, you raise a bit high. What was the height of the the ground floor?
1 meter.
Actually yang plate tu dia rubber mat yang bentuk hexagon tu. But then dia saya letak another surface tu untuk just dia punya base lah.
Base tu
So
apa?
base tu actually dia boleh jadi pasir ataupun tu sebab kita orang render tu macam nak bagi nampak je. So dia might be boleh jadi rumput saja ataupun dia clean surface lah.
Clean surface. Tapi bukan again bukan metal
Bukan.
Bukan, sebab nanti licin semua kan.
Ya, betul.
Again dia contradict dengan you punya safety belief tadi.
Betul.
Alright. Lepas tu I tak nampak how you are going to construct your capsule. Okay, assume that you solve the problems of heat tadi, noise. How you nak construct this capsule? Can you zoom into the construction details?
Actually kita orang tak sekalikan dia punya skeleton because kita nak dia senang pasang dan buka. Maybe dia akan dipindahkan ke ataupun dia orang nak tukar tempat. So that kita orang guna just steel plate untuk join bolt and nut for every structure and then they attach together lah. So just screw to another structure, another capsule tu lah.
So can I say also ini pun adalah salah satu modular concept?
Ya, betul. Lebih kurang.
Mana you dapat Lysaght foam lock ni ya?
Kita orang tengok dekat website.
Kami pun tak pasti yang kami ada foam lock.
Ya, sebab dekat website tu dia ada bagi size like 100 dia bagi dia punya depth dia je. So dia bagi 100, 125 dengan 150 tak silap.
So you tengok Malaysia punya website ataupun Australia punya website?
Australia punya.
Be careful sebab kita ada dua. Takut dekat Australia ada tapi tak available dekat Malaysia.
Okay.
So okay. Take note on that juga. Lepas tu Lysaght Dominion cladding ni pun I believe you dapat daripada Lysaght Australia.
Ya, betul. Kita orang ingat dia sama dengan Malaysia punya. So
Dia sama tapi some of the product macam kita tak guna kat Malaysia because of the suitability. Mungkin dekat Malaysia apa due to regulation apa semua and the market yang tak workable kalau kita nak bawa ke Malaysia. So some of the materials that available dekat Australia tak semestinya dekat Lysaght Malaysia. So good that you explore sampai sana. Mungkin you boleh dapat collaboration daripada Lysaght Australia juga. Who knows kan? So kita boleh pergi international. And for your info also, kita dekat Lysaght, tak kisah Lysaght Malaysia ke, Lysaght Australia ke, we are very encouraged on R&D. So who knows, with your proposal, you contact them and they are willing to collaborate further the study with you guys. Okay, so tak impossible. And then yang itu sajalah for me, for the capsule group. And then
Okay, thank you.
welcome. Untuk Encik Azari, saya tak boleh nak komen banyak sebab material yang Encik Azari guna pun is not Lysaght materials. So but can I know why you are focused on one material only?
Sebenarnya kita punya our intention is to just build this and test design tu dengan apa untuk tapis cahaya matahari lah. What material yang ada tu basically kita go for the cheapest one. So at the moment kita tak ada guna complex joint pun. Kita just guna, kalau boleh nak ikatkan dawai pun kita ikatkan dawai. It's just the matter of the design itself, dia punya distance antara pin dan sebagainya lah. When we came up with this, kita tak picture Lysaght yet. Jadi maknanya kita buat je apa-apa yang kita boleh cari dekat hardware store tu kita cuba masukkan lah. So sekarang ni knowing that we plan to work together, so we are looking at apa yang Lysaght ada, what they can offer, and then we can include that into the design as well. Pasal ada elemen yang mana kita tak take into consideration ialah the material itself. Kita hanya consider bentuk material tu saja. Maknanya it could be cardboard, it could be papan, it could be anything. Hanya bentuk tu je yang kita care about. Tapi kalau kita dapat actual material, for example kita dapat aluminium ke atau some sort of steel untuk dijadikan permanent gitu, dan kita boleh test that as well, whether that is the best material for in terms of performance wise, adakah dia akan be affected by the climate ke dan ada elements macam tu lah. So the idea is to expand lah, maknanya we can expand, tapi at the moment we try to be to limit scope tu supaya it can be executed first. So that was the target.
Alright, what can I share in terms of metal product? Okay, basically if you are depending on steel saja kan, kita punya apa-apa profile pun dia tak contribute much pun untuk STC. So kita masih depending on the insulation sendiri untuk STC tu, untuk dapatkan STC yang selesa lah. Sometimes kita untuk K value, U value tu sampaikan STC, sampaikan value daripada metal deck ataupun metal cladding can be ignored. Just to mungkin yang boleh help, mungkin the gap in between the panel saja tu lah. Just heads up lah, bukannya I tak bagi nak pakai metal deck. Cumanya kalau dekat our website pun, website www.lysaght.ASEAN, so you boleh pilih Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Singapore dengan Malaysia. So you boleh tengok kat sana STC how to certain STC build up yang you boleh tengok, and which one yang mungkin you berminat untuk further your study ke, your research.
Okay.
Itu saja kot.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for the insight and feedback, comments daripada Madam Suraya, which penambahbaikan untuk students boleh buat selepas ini. Okay, without further ado, let's continue to the second group. Kita boleh mulakan dengan outreach group ya. So the group number 2, are you prepared to present?
Yes, betul.
Okay, good, great.
Is it showing?
Yes. Okay, I will start the presentation. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. We are from group 2. So our team member comprise of Afan, Al, Shakira, Hazira, me, Nurul, and also Munira. And for our project, we are proposing a capsule named In Between Boxes. So next. As an introduction, the purpose of this initiative is to address the issue of how children nowadays are prone towards gadgets, and these especially influenced greatly by how advanced and easily accessible technology nowadays, which eventually gives a multiple bad side effects to the kids, where it becomes a hindrance to their growth. And this mainly happens due to the long exposure to blue lights from the gadget's display screens. And therefore, the play capsule is designed to provide an alternative outdoor activities for kids to refrain them from the constant use of gadgets and provide an external sensory stimulation that will enhance their growth and also learning development. To also include the aspects of sustainability and some of a modern twist to a traditional game in this capsule itself. So the aim of this project is to create an interactive play capsule for kids to enjoy that stimulates their learning and awareness on recycling via modernized traditional games. And the objective is to promote learning through interactive play that are engaging with fun approach and to raise recycling awareness among kids and their peers. Next. So the site that we've chosen or assigned to us will be Puteri Harbour itself. So the play capsule can either be situated at one place or can be moved around according to some spots at the Puteri Harbour itself. Next.
All right, for the concept, we have come with an interactive design model for children's play capsule. So what we come about is the concept of in-between boxes. So the plan configuration would be like, it will be inspired from a traditional game called Teng Teng or Keting Ting, or known as hopscotch. It's a Malay cultural heritage. So we'll be combining entertainment with a bit of mental, physical, and also spiritual aspects. So there are places for the children to play inside, outside, and in between spaces that will definitely attract the children. So for the layout and the program, the primary system of the PlaceCap will consist of modular boxes, each will cater different activity, and the primary units will be combined with one another, and this will create like a larger and more interactive playscape. So for the conceptual framework of the playground module, it shall encourage various facets of physical, mental, and social development through what been mentioned by Nurul is through modernized traditional game culture. For the materiality aspect of it, we're planning to use steel plastic material as alternative for children's playscape. This is due to its resistance to various weather conditions and is also very durable. And we are also trying to implement recycled materials because it has low maintenance costs, and also this will create like this sustainable and nature-friendly materials that we can introduce to the children. So the activity will be comprises of like physical development, will enhance their social skills, intellectual development, will increase their cognitive abilities, and at the end of the days, hopefully will create this awareness of cultural appreciation. So, yeah. Next.
Okay, so the first case study that we choose is Los Trompos, or the spinning top. It is located at Huston Discovery Green Park, where it serves as seating, and the material used is cotton and nylon. Next. So the concept behind it is based on traditional toys, the colorful expression, and the way they are constructed. Next. So these are the other image of Los Trompos, where it is a place of color and joy.
So this is another present study that we find is the cell boxes located at Boston. This one is actually features the materials, the fabric, and also the bamboo. At the same time, the box as the play element for the kids to play around and then play within it. So you can see the kids are enjoying playing within the boxes and go from one to another. So basically emphasize the journey and the experience within the boxes. Next. So the main material, so this is the main material is the bamboo, the PVC joint and the fabric. So you see the section and the elevations. So the construction method is comparatively simple and then easy to build. So and then easy to comply with the materials that and also the materials and the structures of the Lysaght products. Next.
For the last case study that we did, has been placed in Atlanta, which is the Mikasa Yukasa. It is one of a welcoming space where visitors can play, create, and relax. And also it's offer daytime playtime options. And also it's allowed the visitors to experience some of the Atlanta's most compelling artists in exciting new combination as they explore new territory and branch out in fresh and also the unexpected direction to bring the piazza to life. With an art. So the color and material, which is the chromatic quality of the object, respond to the red color painted steel structure, which is that house each merchant and to design intention of creating high contrast within the place of the Seafleet Piazza.
Okay, the ideation of this concept is a 10-10 concept, which I know everybody experience about this kind of a game, because we have the kind of the children can play with the server player alone, and if we experience this game, we can create the one of this hypothesis, which means the higher of the number, the more is about we learn. Next. So we come up the 4 zone of our capsule, which means we have the red, yellow, and blue and green. So red which mean to go to the creativity about the play for the kid to improve about creativity, and the yellow for the emotional for kid to learn about emotional. So creative is about motorize of the skill about the kid, and green is the social space. So because green is the part of the landscape space, we want to keep using green area as the landscape element for this capsule. So next. So the idea of using the modular box, which means the height is 1.5 meter times the 1.5 meter, which means actually not 2 meters, sorry about that. So we have actually met the 2 meter, we create the 1.5 or 1.5, which means to average height for the kid, actually for 2 kids actually can feel like the home for the capsule. So next. So and then we have create the wall using the recycle woven. Actually we can get any recycle woven to create and the color to give more attractive for the kid to play together. So next. So the roof is using the Conceptual Lysaght with the foam. So actually we try to apply the Lysaght material, which means using the transparent to give more lighting. We don't want to keep feel like dispersion in the dark with the capsule. Next. So because the site is quite huge and with the green element, how about we expand the modular concept to become the space for kid to play in the Putri Harbour, because the site is they have the best element landscape, which means the waterfront and also the green area. So because I know the site actually have more like event area that people use for the event area, so the concert area. So how about we blend in with the concept so the capsule can expand expand like become the complex for the kid to play. So next. So this is a conceptual section that we try to apply with the 4 zone. So next. So this is the red zone that will out.
Yep, so this is the modules that we are going to design after we study all the case studies. So it's simple, it's just a box with the steel material. And for this module, it's emphasized on the creativity. It's called Art Wall. So Einstein say that the imagination is more important than the knowledge. So this module is emphasized on the creativity and the expression the expressions of the youth of the kids in playing within the box. So for example, this one we can install some panels inside with the white background so that they can play with the water painting and then express their art and express their creativity. And next. So this is another module which is called Sandbox, which is also emphasized on the creativity, where we integrate the sand within the box so that the kids can actually play with the sand and then play with building their sandcastle inside the box. And at the same time, we also integrate with the strings, the colorful strings, to emphasize on the materials, emphasize on the experience, and also the pattern, the shadows casting on in the module itself. Next. So some design variations that we can play with the module is that we can play with the patterns, we can play with the shape and the colors. So we also can install it in different facades, different faces, orientation, and then play with the oblique patterns, and also install it on the overhead, which is considered as the roof of the module. And then we also can make it combined, so to create more interesting pattern out of it. Yep. Next. So the exploded diagram showing the structures and the potential of integrating the Lysaght materials and also the structure into the design. Next.
All right, so next is yellow, which represents emotional needs of the children. So for activities that will help emotional development for kids, we propose music chimes. It is said that music has the ability to both generate and transmit emotions. So music therapy, it can provide playful, non-threatening environment to develop healthy emotional. Music chimes, we know that what we propose is interactive play space with musical capsule comprises of steel and bamboo chimes, because when wind chimes first appeared in Southeast Asia, so it's very close to the culture of our people. And originally, they were created from bone, wood, bamboo shells, and other organic materials. So the idea is so that the children can move through the chimes, and this will create their own musical experience. Next. These are some of the design variations that can be made from the music chimes. As for the material, the music play capsule can be made of steel, bamboo, or even aluminium structures. Bamboo and aluminium chimes will create different music frequencies that can be relaxing to the ears of the children. And we can even combine both materials and it may produce harmonious sounds that will intrigue them. And for the pattern, there are actually so many ways to create different configurations of the wind chimes. It is very customizable to each pattern. It will create not just visually, it will create like a different pattern, but it will also make room for different musical experience for the children who are moving through the capsules. Next.
So another activities for emotional development is vocabulary, because based on a study, by building children's vocabulary of emotion will help them manage their emotions. So by introducing emotion vocabulary, demonstrating and also providing examples is important for their emotional development. So the idea is to teach the children's feeling words while playing, because normally the the emotions that we focus on are happy, sad, and mad. So by learning about a wide range of emotions, children will benefit in their social emotional development. Next. So this is the idea for vocab play capsule, where it can be made of plastic, steel, and also aluminum structure. The emoji feeling chart may be incorporated into the vocab play capsule, which can help in the identification of children's emotions. And in addition, children can also learn new vocabulary. So as for patterns, these play capsules offer 4 different patterns that suit for children, where it can play alone or with friends. So as you can see for design one, there only one facade with the emoji chart where it is suitable for children that prefer to play alone. While for design 2, 3, and 4, the emoji chart will be on two different sides where children can play together with their friends. So by playing Okay, so by playing with their friends, it will encourage interaction and children indirectly begin to learn about social development.
Next. So for the third one, third element will be blue, which is representing activities for the cognitive development. So for this one, the play capsule that are proposed will be color play. So color recognition is a key cognitive development step for toddlers as it plays an important role in object recognitions and is a vital part in helping children to develop their descriptive language skills, which in return encourage clear communication and also understanding. And also color in general also helps us in memorizing certain information by increasing our attention level. Hence, color play is designed where the players are able to communicate by using multiple colors to create a desired pattern. Not only it helps with the cognitive development, at the same time becomes a channel for the players to express their creativity. Color play consists of colored water bottle or any other recycled material that are sorted in a grid structure that is attached to the main frame structure. So the pattern or configurations of the colored pattern is flexible and interchangeable and are made easy to be sorted in and out. Next. So design and variations. The color and pattern configuration, as mentioned before, are flexible. It is interchangeable as the colored bottle used are using recycled materials. Hence, it gives the player flexibility to play around. So here are some of the examples of the configuration that can be produced based on the player's creativity. So the configuration are boundless, boundless, and it can be anything based on what the players desired. Next.
So for the ideation that will enhance the kids' cognitive development is the life size Connect 4, which is it is one of the game strategy which consists of 2 players where it's against each other to see who can be the first one to form a line of 4. So this would be done by each taking turns to drop colored deeds into the 7 column. So it will enhance kids' cognitive skills where it used to understand better, process information, remember things, and apply new information to existing information and work things out. So we can see that the Connect 4 requires a child to watch what is happening on the grid, and also they will remember the move of the opponent of their previous move, and also be able to quickly think ahead when the opponent makes a move. So this is one of the addition of the Lifestyle Connect 4, which is it will boost strategic thinking capabilities of the kids, which is winning a game of Connect 4 is about the strategy, and the Connect 4 is a great way to kickstart a child's strategic thinking capabilities. And the second one will enhance the visual and also the perceptual motor skills, where the Connect 4 can only be won by someone who is mentally aware of all the pieces, and it will make the more a child is exposed to this, which will be easier, it will become for them to remember what they have seen without having to constantly refer to the grids of the Connect 4. And lastly would be enhance the problem solver skills, where kids every time the opponent slot their this into the grid, so it kind of something that will enhance their problem solving. For this to be possible, each player must be carefully attentive to their opponent's move. So for the design variation, this design of the Connect 4 come in various configuration where the wall panels are facing in different direction. So these and items are assembled to order or have several options because it will combine in various configuration, where the consideration of the wall panel of the placement of the wall panel according to the space for the kids or the user in the box to have fun while playing the Connect 4. So the material that will be used for the wall panel of the Connect 4 is the aluminum sheet. So next.
So about the green social, so because this is using the modular construction, so how about we create the tree house for the in the middle of the green area of the Putri Harbour, because this is one the ideation that I did experience when I was a kid to climb in the tree, like the tree house. So this is quite nice to be apply in the Putri Harbour. So next. So this is the bird eye view from above to see how all modular will place together. So next. So this is eye level, which means can see the kid and people also can play together. Not only kid, because we need our parents becomes the monitor the all kids around the playground area. So this is another view. So I think this all for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 2, for the interesting presentations. Okay, let's hear from our experts panel to give feedback on the proposed project. Madam Suraya, would you like to give any comments on?
Okay, all right. Please stay at your current alamat. Your bird eye views now, with a lot of the pokok. Can you go to that slide? All right. But I still struggle. How can I connect with Tentang? Your main concept is Tentang, right?
Yeah, Tentang.
How can I relate from this view, your bird eye view?
This bird eye view can, because the Tentang they have number, they actually the originate is the number 1 to 6, and now they extend to become number 1 to 12. So they, because 1, 2, 3 they have the one zone, which means the red zone. So all become the creativity zone. So we have 1, 2, 3 kind of the game for the red zone. So yellow they have 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 is the emotional game. So they have the 3 game. Yeah, that's how we want to determine the Tentang number.
All right. First, all right. Next presentation, a lot of input. But can I see a big? I think your construction details quite limited.
Yeah, because we will try to apply the simple construction. Because the heavy construction in the middle of the game, we try to come up with the sustainable material, which means bottle, sand, plastic. Because we on the ground floor, it means the ground level, we actually put the bottle. Can Zira boleh show the diagram yang dulu? Okay, bawah tinting. Okay, so basically we try to come up the idea to put the recycle bottle on the base, become the insulation, and then the upper at the top of the bottle will be the cement block or anything that can suit for the kid punya safety.
Right. Okay, so for ground level, no problem. But how about the second? You have second layer, third layer. Okay, at the trees you have ladder.
Yeah.
But how can I climb to
climb using
other
the
level without the ladder? Okay, this one you got ladder.
Yeah.
How about the other boxes?
Another bottle is for the encourage kid to climb, which means the kid to above like 1.5 meter from meter. Actually they have their own zone actually, because the kid now for 1 year until the 4 year, they have the kind of the game they meet together in social. So become to the 5 years, that is 7 years until 12 years, they have their own zone, which means they have want to play alone. So I try to come out, create one empty space for they bring their toys for the home and come to Putri Harbour to experience the space with the nature environment.
But your box height is 1.5, right?
1.5.
Is it reachable for kids? This is for
This is about for kid for 12 years old.
below?
Upper.
Upper.
Yeah. 10 until 12 for 1.5.
Okay. Still to me bit struggle for me, for my kid to reach up to the second level.
Yeah, because
Maybe
because if we
maybe
do because if we do for 1 meter, that will be quite small.
And here, yeah, and here there's again a safety concern.
Yeah.
What is your preventive measure if anyone at the second level accidentally slip, jatuh on the ground?
No, because the green area, right? So it's probably less impact of the, because it's like just like 1.3 meters.
Because at side 2.1 consider 2.1 consider working at height.
Yeah.
You need to have safety harness, but be in mind this is playground.
Yeah.
Kids tiba-tiba lupa diri. So even though the you said it's a green area, the impact will be lesser. To me, I'm not very confident without any rubber mat, for example.
Oh yeah, true.
Absorb the kinetic. So maybe you can enhance on the protection or preventive measure on the people falling down.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good idea actually. So because we don't want to kill the green area, so that's why we don't want to put the rubber. So the
Then you
area.
don't somehow you have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
Gain something.
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe you may provide some access for the because the kids' intelligence is not kept at their age, okay, at their height. So maybe at 3 years old they can their curiosity, they want to explore more, so they might to explore the upper level, for example. Maybe you can find how to provide additional access.
Yeah, true. Okay. Sure.
And okay, you have a lot of boxes here.
Yeah.
Why not one of the boxes? Maybe you can add solar panel to add more sustainability. Maybe a few boxes with because this is open. Every box is open, right? You have your sand, pasir, nanti kang anjing lah, kucing lah. How you're going to maintain that? Okay, and okay, I like the idea of roofing. So kat situ je boleh pakai. the our material. But okay, can I see this. What happen if hujan? So maybe you can extend a bit your roof so that your boxes ni can be a shelter as well. Alang-alang you ada roof, provide some so that you can prevent hujan from masuk dia. At least you can also jaga your materials, your sand dekat dalam tu kan, your whatever things nanti.
Lysaght punya material
Ya, kalau
Lysaght punya material boleh tahan our environment?
Yes. Boleh. We have 50 years warranty untuk corrosion.
Okay, so it's suitable for the outdoor punya.
Yes.
Okay.
Cuma jangan pegang lah, it's very hot. And then I like the complexity, but yet simple, because you only playing with your basic shape is only the box.
Yeah.
Okay. But for me too much. Too much. I think you need a lot of area to have all these boxes in one area.
Yeah, because the ideation is if the Lysaght want to put on the street, also can, because the street can. So the idea is to want to bring all kid around the Puteri Harbour, because at Puteri Harbour they have no kid punya outdoor punya experience play. They have like indoor at the sebelah punya mall that have the need to pay lah. So this is kind of the good side potential for the kid around of Puteri Harbour to just at the apartment. This is the Pinewood, or the apartment for the Pinewood. So they always, because when doing the signages like 2 years, 3 years, I think a lot of people at the Puteri Harbour bring their kid just to enjoy the view of the waterfront. Why people kid not actually play, it's like for the adult punya emotion je. So about the kid are not really happy.
Alright. But okay, you have a lot of activities. And the one of my concern is actually how long my kid will be able they willing to stay in your box without shades. I know your intention, so that the kids can feel the wind, the natural light, but you need to consider also our environment, our temperature, especially coastal area. I think it's pretty hot.
Yeah, pretty hot, because I'm not sure the apartment at the back developed already, because they shade the side.
So maybe a few of them put more roofing.
Yeah.
And maybe you can select few boxes to be covered. Okay, so ada kipas, or since you have solar later on, if you like to have solar, so maybe you can have some fan, some aircon, who knows, right? And then how about special needs kids, the special needs kids? Have you thought about that?
Special need kid means
The OQs, disabilities kids.
Oh yeah, sorry about it. I think we need to refine the game.
I think one or maybe you can consider again, you have a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can fully utilize all the boxes. All right. And one more thing that you need to consider also, whether your cube 1.5 by 1.5, your seal structure is sufficient enough to hold this cube.
Yeah.
Because we have limitation on the okay, you are using hollow section.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's any light structure and strong structure by Lysaght punya material?
We don't produce hollow section. but we do produce a C section that can be boxed.
Oh yeah,
300 by
also.
300.
Yeah.
Okay, and we need to study also if you need to have more advice on what is the suitable span that can be used for your design. Whether C100 by C100 is sufficient enough to cater your design with 1.5 by 1.5.
Okay.
Your height is 1.5 as well. The design is cube, right?
Yeah, cube.
So it means all the dimension 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. But the joining to, if we don't want to start join, so we come up the slide to be the join to become more dynamic and more.
How you are going to connect to the ground, yeah?
To connect to apa? Another cube or what? We are using the board and nut
Board and nut, okay.
with the joint. So we see
Join this board and nut. Okay, so I think that part also you need to improve on the connection to the ground.
oh yeah, improve connection because we don't want to the like cube move, right? So
Yeah, but you need to have a stable connection to the ground.
yeah.
It can be movable, but still need to be stable enough. Okay, so join use bolt and nut ke mana ha? Ke ground, but how? Maybe you can add a stopper, kan macam the wheelchair you got stopper so that you can move. That this unit movable. Or you can have plate at each leg, okay, and this bolt and screw can be also detachable, so it won't be a permanent structure at that point.
Yeah, agree.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Suraya, about the comments, very informative on the living environment, children safety, innovations design.
Anak ramai macam ni lah.
But very interesting sebab sometimes in other parts kita tak perasan the parts of bila kita design tu kan. So yeah, perhaps that maybe betul lah macam experience kan, kita tengok anak-anak kita kan takut dia maybe at the safety part dekat belah sini kan ada rules macam mana jatuh betul lah. And also sebab kita pun nak buat to the community kan, so we also have to look into the special children jugalah, betul. Saya rasa tu I have to agree with that lah. Very good I think it's very informative. Saya pun rasa sangat gembira lah because outreach is more on the giving to the society and also community. So with the feedbacks ni saya rasa macam we will take note dan kita akan tambah baik lah. Okay, so we are actually have covered all the presentation. So saya rasa ya Alhamdulillah. So is there any students wants to ask kepada Madam Suraya if because this is the only time that maybe student wants to ask any questions tapi saya faham because we have today we have our quick session pagi tadi, so it's quite penat jugalah mungkin student ada yang a bit ni, tapi tak apa kalau ada students want to ask any questions or maybe our colleagues as well kalau nak tanya soalan ke mungkin borak-borak ke just ni pun is there anyone wants to ask any questions ataupun apa-apa to share?
Oh, enough is enough.
Maybe semua dah penat Okay lah, kalau macam tu, not to forget, please fill in the Google form for our attendance today and also for e-certificates later. And also, since that we are almost at the end, kita pun dah habis presentation kita, and on the behalf of ni saya would like to say thank you very much, Madam Suraya, for giving us the chance, especially to the students to untuk apa dia nak beri pendapat and also the proposed project. Terima kasih ya. Madam Suraya, would you like to give some comments ke atau apa-apa untuk kita wrap up, and then lepas tu kita boleh ambil gambar, and then we can close our session, or would Dr. PC wants to say anything, apa-apa sebelum kita nak ambil gambar ke?
Thank you very much, Dr. Shaharia, for coordinating the session, and thank you very much, Madam Suraya, for sparing your time, okay, with all our students, within these 2 days, 3 sessions. Yeah, hopefully after this, our students are going to improve the schemes. Then we were trying to compile and send back to Lysaght, for your consideration. We are going to send the proposal as well. So later on, I'm going to contact with Madam Santa regarding to these matters. So I think thank you very much for everyone, okay, who have participated, as well as you have putting in all your efforts in the works that you have done throughout this semester again, because this is our ends of the semester. Consider end again 13. Yeah. So your hard work pay off. Okay, hopefully you can refine back. Then we will send off our proposal to Lysaght. Hopefully we manage to get Lysaght to sponsor us few of the schemes. Then we can build it out, and because this is like one of our students' dream. Hopefully Lysaght can consider about this one. Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Suraya.
Anyone participate in that Adik Shafiq house?
I think yes, this is one of the project by Kejuruteraan Awam kan? Yeah.
Betul. So
Yes.
we are
My colleague.
sponsoring the roof and roof trusses. So
Yeah.
I'll be at site on next Monday with Dr. Iza.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Iza. Yeah, my one of my best friend. Yeah. Okay,
She
good.
mentioned that. And thank you for having us, Raisa, in your activities. All right. So we are welcome all this kind of engagement, and congratulations to all lecturers. Okay, congratulations also to the students. Very good presentation, and I just the same script that I was going to say is actually since yesterday. Be in mind that our construction drawings is our communication tools to everyone. So everyone should, all the stakeholders, the clients, you as the designer, you are the architect, okay, we as an engineer, all right, and the installer also should only refer to one drawings, right? So we hope that the construction drawings, be from architects or from engineers, to be understandable by all parties, right? So that's it, and thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Suraya. So we will take note, and we're trying to improve further before we send off to Lysaght. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Shaharia.
So okay, thank you very much, Madam Suraya and also PC. So okay, let's open our videos to take our momentous pictures for memories. So okay, kita buka camera, and then once we took a picture, takes a picture, and then we can wrap up the whole thing and say goodbye. Okay, so okay, buka camera, jom. Baru nampak semua. Nampaklah semua.
Semua segan-segan.
Okay, PC would you like to take? Nak?
Kita tak jual
Oh,
gambar
yeah,
kan?
yeah, sure. Tapi kita ada record lah. Nanti we were trying to share it with all the students as a references. Okay, students, are you ready? Mana yang lain? Arifah, Atika, Fatsru, Leng Chuan, Nur Aiman, Taufik, Vero, Afang. Okay, ready? All right, I take the first slide first. One, two, three. Smile. All right. Good job, man. Okay, another one. One, two, three. Smile. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Terima kasih semua. Thank you all the students. Thank you semua. Thank you Lysaght and all. Okay, bye.
All
Assalamualaikum.
right, have a nice day. Thank you.